All right, all right. Just doing a short little Tekken stream. A little bit after the Texans are now a game above 500. They did what I thought they would do all year, and that's beat the Bills. And it actually worked out perfectly because David Mills was just mid enough to not cause a quarterback controversy. Because boy, did the offense have nothing to do with the victory, almost nothing to do with the victory. It was all defense and special teams with the sacks and then punts. I think there was a pick and a fumble, and boy, Deuce Notes wrong thing. Boy, did Josh Allen just like shit the bed, man. But here's what it is. Hey, Richard, appreciate you being here. Hey, Zeus, what do you want? I don't know if they can hear your bogulated call to me. Say hi, Zeus. Okay, well, that's as good as we got. Because they think I sold you for gambling money, and I would never do that. Hold on a second. I did sell my fucking mic stand. Okay, my mic stand is sold, so I'm trying to screw this thing back on. At 120 heroes. Alrighty. So sorry if you're hearing this. Zeus, move though. Get out. I didn't call you in here. I just called you in here to say hi. That's it. That's a lot. I don't care how much of them I can make a story for, but the concepts exist. To be fair, Lord knows we know DC don't use all their heroes. So that's not funny. He says, bark if you need help, Zeus. He gruffed. He grunted. So I don't know what that meant. What are all the characters I don't have? We got Eddie, Armor King, Heihachi, and I mean, shit. Lydia, Clyde, Fakuma. I don't feel like buying characters. So I'll go back with Jack. You gonna use everyone you draw, no one getting forgotten. Getting Greg Sean. Zeus does not need saving. He needs shaving. He needs a haircut, which I keep forgetting to schedule when I'm up. And when they're open, the groomer, because he definitely needs a haircut. He just looks a mess. But shit, my hair's gotten long too. We both look a mess. We both need a haircut. I'm gonna try to get my shit braided if I can find a braider. And then I don't know how often or how much. I might get tired after a couple times and just. Last time I tried to find a braider, it didn't go too well. I didn't like them. Oh gee. No. Okay, just gotta get that away. If one guy you want to turn heel eventually, fair enough. Some of these you have to decide. Yeah, you can turn some of them to villains. And then some can be anti-heroes, some can be tweeters. Maybe people with their own motivation. Sometimes go on the good side, sometimes on the bad side. Mercenary type characters. I'm ready to play. Sheesh. Oh man, are we streaming? What's going on here? Is the interneting? It says no data. And now there's nothing. My internet just jank up. What is going on here? Bonehead, which I don't know if I remember. I want to turn him into. I want him to be a hero because he's an idiot. People make fun of him, so he gets sick of it and becomes a villain who becomes smart. I see. So y'all can see. Okay, it says YouTube is not maintaining enough. Not getting enough video to maintain smooth streaming. And then, like I said, for a while it wouldn't even pick up anything. So I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it's okay. I want to at least move this error message.
Let's go.
I'm about to just. Oh shit.
Round one.
Can I control things? Thank you. Walk on. Got him. He has a, but he's a bonehead with me. So yeah. Okay, hold on. I didn't read everything. Yeah, because I mean that's what that phrase usually means. Nice. So sorry I didn't read everything. Okay. He has the power to control his bones, making him weaken him stronger. But he's a bonehead, being stupid, I can see. He can turn them into weapons and shields and stuff. Okay. It's pretty gruesome power. Got him. He's an F tier hero. He's super strong, but he's so stupid he doesn't know that he is. I see. Cool to get the first win. I ain't played in a couple months. It's always dope. It's not a stream so it's healthy. I don't know what the hell that was. Here's what it is. Just F tier hero. It's a gruesome power, but I mean it seems like it could be powerful. I mean, depending on how strong you can make his bones. Got him. Oh, it's cool to get a win. Damn it. Shit. I'm good. Man, that sucks. I have a few mercenary type guys, mostly cowboys, cowgirls want to make an urban guy as a shooter type. But after my wife, hot shot, she covers that. See, I had an idea of a bullseye type character, you know, character that had like super aim. Don't want people to do the same gimmick. Fair enough. Yeah, I had, like I told you, like the soft lore of the time Vigilante Wednesday, if I ever did something with it. And it was just like this. I got to get in shape before I even think about it. Which I've been trying to. Finally went back to the gym yesterday. Really should today too, but I don't know. I'm tired. So, but I went yesterday, so I'm playing video games. Take care of it. I don't know. Got him. A character in my head is kind of like a semi-cross between Harley Quinn and Bullseye. When they had like that supernatural, or you could say dead shot, you know, supernatural aim.
Round one. Fight.
I mean, I think a lot of it is kind of semi-inspired of, like the idea is Vigilante Williamson was a part of some, team, military CIA team, people who the government experimented on. That was one of the team members. And then as he goes back, there's several different parts of the lore. One is technically ageless because he keeps getting frozen, right? And this is why I want to kind of combine a little with the music. That's why does he make 80s music? Because he used to be around in the 80s, but he got frozen again. And they unfreeze him. And one of the times he was frozen, he's part of this team. He's trying to track down some of the people, as well as just fight generic crime. Maybe not every criminal is a part of that team, but that's just soft lore. I've never really expanded upon it because, like I said, I mean, I had the idea is to do it in service of this character. Like, no one cares about the fucking character. So, but, you know, I got you watching. I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? After this, I'm not gonna keep fighting. He probably don't even want to fight too. Appreciate the 2 win. I ain't want to do that too. You scared to read what I did with you, but you didn't do much for fighting shows scientific intelligence. Well, I appreciate that. I'll take it. It's just I'm just a nervous dude anyway. So like, oh shit, somebody using me as a character. I don't even know what to think about. Can't help but to get nervous. But I appreciate that. I'm nervous that my little Spotify I've been looking up marketing, which gave me a literal panic attack the day I released it. I'm gonna just submit to more playlists. I did submit to some. I think I could do some through United Masters. So there's no lore. Didn't even get beat up. Well, I'll take that. Cause you could have got. I could have got Tombstone.
For the next battle.
I wonder how many. That's probably eventually do rank.
Round one. Fight.
Yo, Josh Allen looked terrible. I heard all this shit about golf. Josh Allen looked fucking special needs. What the fuck was he doing? Now, don't get me wrong. The Texans played great. They played great defense. But at least half of those sacks were his fucking fault. Brother, throw the ball away. I'm glad he did because I wanted the Texans to win. But for fuck's sake, throw the ball away. He would go to one side, scroll all the way to the other side. It's like, big dog, just, you good. Throw it away. He just had no concept. He had never heard of just throwing the ball away. Me with the twins from sitting with Will the Nils facial. I mean, shit. Yeah, I know you gonna be hearing shit about Sinners because that's the one with his girl getting deeked down by motherfucking what's his name, Michael B. Jordan. But shit, I mean, he just looked terrible. That's your MVP. Like, I hate to say it, I kind of do have this, like, all right, Josh Allen's good, but I just think he's one of the most overrated quarterbacks. He's a mistake walking out it's overrated and under-criticized quarterbacks. He's so under-criticized for how he plays. And he's celebrated for some of the stupidest shit. I hear every other quarterback get shit for holding on to the ball too long. And this motherfucker won't just throw the ball away. I just heard how, Goff, maybe Goff's not the guy in Detroit, but this guy's the guy. And that defense that Buffalo has is nothing to write home about. Yeah, Nick Caley is still trash. Yeah, there's no quarterback controversy whatsoever. CJ Stroud will still be the starter. I'm sorry, Davis Mills. You did very little to provide for that win. That was all the defense and Josh Allen's fuckery. Does the NFL? It doesn't even show love to quarterbacks at this point. There ain't no love in the heart of the city. But that's a great question because all they do is focus on quarterbacks and act like quarterbacks do that shit by themselves. But clearly it's a team game. And this was a perfect example. Both quarterbacks played trash, but one team had a good defense and they won, and the other team didn't. And their quarterback is still worried about Michael B. Jordan dicking down his girl in the movie, which I don't know if he's still worried about, for real. But he gonna get made fun of it. Texans and Chiefs. That's gonna be tough. Hey, Fizz, appreciate you being here. Oh shit, I'm about to get whooped on by some anime motherfucker. This motherfucker younger than me. I guess he's 26, so he probably mid-existential crisis. Because 99, yeah, that make him 26, yeah. Gave her the SJW haircut. His name is Doug Kenny. So he probably mid-existential crisis. Hey, Forbidden Ruin. What you watching? Drunk? I did not see Drunk Landry straight. I should see. I should have watched. I didn't think to watch too many post games. I kind of just, after the game, I just kind of sat around and fucked around on my phone and then did this. Got him! Appreciate you being here, Ruin, Fizz. It's a movie. What's a movie? playing games with me.
You win.
Sheesh. Guess we'll do it again. If they want to. Better not lose to this ally, yeah. Shout out to pronouns. Anyone who made a pronoun looking ass character, only God knows what's going on. Oh shit, I'm getting dragged literally. Shit. Got it. GTA 6 is toast. That shit have never that shit's never gonna drop. February 31st, 2039. February. I feel sorry for anyone who think that's gonna drop. That should have never come out. Oh man, now she want to talk to the manager now. Got her. Elder Scrolls 6 also never gonna drop. GTA 6 Pride Parades? What the fuck? Won't they worry about getting the damn game finished before they start doing all this bullshit? I don't know. Won't y'all get a release date y'all actually stick to? When was the first release date? Wasn't it supposed to come out this year first? Then it was early next year. Now it's November next year. That shit never dropped. What's it, the L? Crazy. You the same as Rich? Yeah. Those new games. I think the average person want to buy any game that comes out this decade. Yeah, really, 2015, 2030. I would say Ghost of Tsushima, but I haven't even bought the sequel, Ghost of Yotoi. Because there was a rumor they was trying some more. So I should probably check a review out, see how that game actually turned out. I think most people feel that way. AAA gaming is so dead, man. And yeah, I'm playing I guess semi-recent game. What was it, 23? But that's because I'm a legacy. I've been playing this shit since '95. A legacy idiot. I bet Rockstar makes the parades immortal, indestructible, and tries to wall off the parade route with visible wires of Bay when trying to ruin it. Oh, that would be real weak if they do that shit. Could you imagine Grand Theft Auto being that wildly woke, where you got to force through LGBTQ parades? That's crazy. I mean, I don't want to put it past them. I just hope we that's just crazy. But who knows? I mean, if they put it in there and they know the lore of just GTA in general, they know people gonna fuck with it. Did they? I remember that, and I think Joe Rogan kind of blew up that video because he mentioned it, but we tortured that person. It was like, well, Those were all game choices y'all allowed. YouTube punished him for his clip. That's crazy. That's what you would think, Fizz, that woke is dead and GTA giving woke politics just seem crazy. That's what you would think. I hope that you're correct, by the way. I don't, because they got to sell. I don't see how that game could ever be financially viable. If they've already spent billions, they got fucking a writer's strike or some shit going on in the UK. I seen that the other day. They keep delaying it. It just seems like they're fucked. Disney's continuing. I mean, I'm not paying attention to Disney. I'm not paying attention to Disney. They already destroyed the properties I cared about. I say that. Will I see Endgame? I might. I might go check out not Endgame. What the fuck? Doomsday. I probably will check out Doomsday. Endgame being a 40th slip. That's the last time Marvel mattered. I'm not gonna check out all the other bullshit, but Doomsday, the Return of RDJ. Okay, motherfuckers. I'll go check that out. No, the motion is Disney has no motion right now. Across the whole, even the fucking parks, which was the big draw. I mean, now it's known for the in sales and the fem sales going. That's literally all they're known for. Because now they done kicked out. All the families don't want to go to Disney World. They can't really afford. So all they get is these weird. Mainly tech corporal in sales and fem sales. You know what I'm saying? Who can still afford to go to Disney and talk about how they spent, $250 on like 12,000 calories of junk. And, you know what I mean? Because regular families don't go to Disney. It's not even as their biggest thing got a bad perception. Now we're going to see Doomsday. No money to waste on a garbage movie. Are you advertising a whole other YouTube way on my channel? Don't click that. If that's another YouTuber, don't click that. I love you, Wade. Come on, my guy. I'll let y'all plug y'all sales. But a whole other dude? Come on, bro. Not that I can't afford it. It's just not that good. That too. You know what I mean? I'm still an old fart, so I can't help but have an interest. I said it depends. If it's one of those like 5-hour movies, I'm not about to wait 5 hours for this shit. I know it's supposed to be Patrick Stewart's last movie as Professor X, his last movie in general. So that's coolish, I guess. But then again, the last thing Kevin Conroy was in, I guess actually it was technically Devil May Cry, but that's neither here nor there. What was supposed to be the last thing he recorded didn't work out. Got her. Oh, it's your gameplay. Oh, you raced it on the YouTube. Okay, well, I guess. Is it on your channel or his? If it's on his, that's still a no. You can screw him. I mean, it's cool. Congrats, but still. Rockstar is supposed to use a Trevor DLC and a cancer. I see. I didn't know that.
Get ready for the next battle.
Last performance, Arkham Knight, fair enough. That's probably better to look at it that way. Though, like I said, technically, I think a release order, they did that Devil May Cry? And he's the character on there. I think that was the last thing that got released to him. He might, honestly, he could, I say that. For all I know, he got other stuff out there. He was a working voice actor. Not just Batman. So he might have other stuff. And it takes forever and a day for animation to get done. And that's, you know, animation took forever back in the day. You can imagine. In this slow ass era, weird budgeted ass era, it's gonna take forever. So he might still have stuff out there. Oh man, really? The TMNT Last Ronin movie is canceled. That's a bit of a shock. I didn't think they would cancel it. That sucks. But I haven't been following it. It's not like something. I just knew that they were making it. Last Ronin was a very popular storyline through the pandemic. Actually, I still got the comics. Still haven't read because y'all know how I do. I just never consume anything. I just watch. All I do is doom scroll, work, sleep, and occasionally music. No, I don't think there was. So Last Ronin is a storyline, kind of a darker, futuristic storyline, kind of the Ninja Turtles, Dark Knight Returns that they did. I think it was just 2020, maybe into 2021. Oof, maybe it's 2022. They did 5 or 6 issues of it. I technically have them all, but I just never watched it. I'm not, you know, I know you like Rampage. I'm not as big of a fan. You just kind of a normal thing. You can be funny, but I'm glad, you know, glad he's making his money. Lord knows Dana White wasn't gonna pay him. Okay, about T-Boo Poison Ivy. Yeah, that does look what I'm getting whooped on by. These the motherfuckers that spend all day doing this shit. Just after all that, still get kicked in the head. It's over.
Round 3. Fight.
Thank you. Always lose the white woman. The Asian woman, thank you very much. This character's Japanese. I'll have you know. Think. It ain't over yet. Oh shit. Shit. God fucking jinxed me. Got her! Got her! Yeah, that's right. At least she ain't 13. And get whatever, you know, groomed by fucking Harley Quinn. I think I'm good. No, I'm not! Shit! Clap those cheeks. No. I don't want Batman in public domain. Well, it's inevitable in 15 years, whatever it is. Got her! Holy shit, that was a nightmare. Fucking nightmare. I'm not fighting this person again. I ain't got time for this. Nah, well, shit, I lied. I lied because I can't help it. Okay, the corporal way out of that.
Round 1.
Oh, yeah, that's true. No poison ivy. Fair enough. Though I know Joker is an early character. Joker, Robin, Commissioner Gordon, and I think even Catwoman will all, if not that year, very close to that year. So if they're not all eligible at the same time, it'll be like the next year or the year after. I think even a few years after that, Two-Face is one of the earlier ones. So some of those characters, and then what's it? Hugo Strange, though his design I think is different, but there's still going to be quite a few characters that are going to be eligible. I think Penguin's an early one too. So even if it's not that year, it's not a ton of weight. So if you go 20 years, 22 years, a good portion of that lore is going to be eligible. Again, not all of it. Then you got stuff like Hush and stuff that's way Bane, that's way later. So it was a Joker, Dick Grayson, Catwoman, Commissioner Gordon, Hugo Strange, yeah. So there's still some tools. Like I said, I don't think Penguin and Two-Face are that much later. I think they were done I think both of those characters are in the 40s. So their public domain date is just a few years after that. Don't quote me on that. I mean, you check it up. Correct me. But I feel like they're not too far behind. Oh, I got jammed. I support the corporals. They try to stop it. I've seen too much. Well, infamously, because Steamboat Willie is public domain, and Disney used to always do something whenever Steamboat Willie got close to public domain. They would always do something to try to change their rules. They didn't this time, at least not that I remember. And I know there's that game that uses a similar design. We'll have Killer Croc or Poison Ivy for many years later. What about Penguin and Two-Face? Steamboat Willie was very short-lived. I feel like Penguin and Two-Face are still pretty early on. People got retarded with Steamboat Willie to the point it was boring after 24 hours. Like I said, there's a video game that's using a very similar design, similar aesthetic, called Mouse. I think it comes out next year. It's a semi-indie game. Oh, you fucker. Fuck you. Fuck you. God. Even more Mickey Mouse comes public domain next year. Penguin and Two-Face are still in the 40s, so they will be coming soon. Okay. So yeah, so if you wait for them, that's a decent rogues gallery. Hugo Strange, Joker. Penguin, no, we're not about to keep doing. I guess we do this at least one more time. Catwoman. But then you wait. You said Penguin, Two-Face. You got Joker, Catwoman, Hugo Strange. You got something. You can come up with your own villains. I gotta root for the creative people like you to do something with it. Because I mean, we know we're gonna get a bunch of. It's gonna be mad gay stuff. That's just how the internet works. I don't really support them, but it's like I can't stop it. I can't stop the inevitable. So I gotta hope that creative people do something cool with it and that undoes the bullshit. It's not support. It's just the inevitability of. I mean, because it's like if Disney wasn't gonna do something with Steamboat Willie, DC can't even fucking keep their clothes up. They can't even keep their fucking doors open. I'll fuck that up. They can't even get a company to sell. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be able to extend this shit. They don't have the competence. I just know that. Listen, if they can figure something out and keep delay public domain for Batman and figure something out, that'd be dope. I mean, you do still, because I can't even, because the original designs of both Batman and Superman are actually still cold. They're like the coldest one. I like the purple glove, Batman. Oh, here we go with this shit. I just got, it's gonna be bad poor. There's just no way around it. I just gotta help motherfuckers like you come up with creative stories and undo it. I mean, people who've been like fans of Sherlock Holmes, they had to deal with all the bullshit properties, Enola Holmes, all these fucking TV shows, Watson as a TV show. It's all, they gotta deal with all this dumb shit just for being fans of motherfucking Sherlock Holmes. That's just kind of how it go. You know what I mean? They gotta deal with a lot. If you was a fan of Sherlock Holmes, you've had to deal with a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? There's almost no way around it. It's, you know what I mean? You just have to deal with a lot of bullshit and get something cool every once in a while. And that's just how you gotta live. That's just how you been living. You know what I mean? If you're a fan of, I know there's people who are fans of some of the old like monster movies and shit. Like, or we know Nosferatu, obviously a fan of vampire shit, vampire lore. Sometimes you got something cold. Sometimes you got fucking Twilight and some shit. But that, hey, even the original just the Fleischer era is still cold. Able to leap tall buildings at single bow. You know what I mean? And just that design is so out cold. But you're right, he wasn't initially able to fly. But I mean, it's still cold, iconic ass design. So you would think. He didn't really have, his roles is gonna take a lot. It's gonna be a lot tougher. He didn't really have an established roles as much as Batman did early on. So yeah, ironically, that means you're more likely to get something from Batman than Superman. And what is this character? It's a single mother at the club. No, I'm just joking. Oh, did they just plug on me? They did. They did. They just said, you know what? I'm good on this. Either that or they had an issue. Hey, Tom Jensen, appreciate you being here. They had Lex Luthor and the Prankster. Yeah, Darkseid didn't come to like the 60s, if I remember correctly. Which technically was more of a Justice League. It started off with Blue Gods and all that other stuff. Apparently had some esoteric shit. I don't know. Appreciate you being here, Tom. Listen. I guess we're talking about Batman and Superman entering the public domain in 15 years. And how much that's going to suck. How much we're going to get a bunch of fucking incel poor. And gay shipping. And I don't mean like LGBTQ Amazon. Oh, not this bitch again. Brainiac 50, same with Mr. Flick. Let's see. Oh, fuck you. That's some bullshit. Yeah, we are gonna see Mad Diddy shit with Batman and Robin, bro. There's just no way around that. But I just gotta hope that shit just doesn't, you know, just stays on Tumblr or whatever where it belongs. Stays in, you know, incel land where it belongs. It doesn't rise to the top. And that, like, good stories do. Because you know what? I will say this. You do sometimes see good, like, fan-made animation or fan-made acting and shit like that. And obviously, you made a good fan-made comic / story, so it can't happen. Nobody cares about the prankster. Yeah, unfortunately, he's not. Because like I'm not as familiar. I'm familiar with the trickster, but not the prankster. Speaking of the trickster, I remember I used him in the thumbnail when I was talking about the passport, bro. Nobody ever caught on that. I was mad as fuck. I wanted somebody to catch on the fact that I had the trickster. And talking about passport bros being tricks. Tricking on dirty women from poor countries. Yeah, I put trickster on there. Nobody caught her. That was bad. So, unfortunately, he might become Buttman. Man, I'm not trying to do this. Come on, bro. Nah. Opinion on the Steam machine. As a person who already has a PC, and it's not like I don't need to have a console, I'm not big on it. But for those who are console oriented, I wonder what they, you know, the idea that you could potentially play PS5 games on a non-PS5 console is interesting. Have they announced a price point on that? Because I didn't see a price point yet. Because that's when I really have an opinion. And I don't know what they price it at. To keep it, they got to price it. To me, it's got to be, I mean, I don't know what they, I know I've heard rumors of Xbox being $1,200, but you would think you got to keep this $600 or under, right?
Get ready for the next battle.
Best assumption is $1,100 to $1,300. I could build one. That's the thing. Then we're in the, oh damn, this person won't go away. Now we're in who is this for's land? At that price, I'd rather just spend a little bit more and just build one. And just piecemeal build one, take my time, which I'm gonna have to do anyway. So that's, I mean, I get it's got a little compact footprint, so that's kind of beneficial. I knew he was gonna do that. You bitch. And then, yeah, I feel you, Tom Jensen. Get a Retron SNES cartridge, and then get one of those cartridges that got 900 games. You're good. Or you could, you know what I mean? I forgot what they used to call it, Evercarts or something. Okay. Half-Life 3 is a C machine exclusive. That's not enough for, like, a lot of people gonna want Half-Life 3, but that's not enough to. So I wouldn't be able to buy it on regular Steam either. Because that would be wild. And that would open up that would be a scary precedent. Nope. Wow. So that would not be good if they did that. Because now you're listen, Steam, it's a wild assumption. Okay, you're assuming. Okay. Because here's, oh shit, did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Fuck. Please don't do this. I'm sick of fighting this motherfucker. But here's the thing. Steam has a lot of different, they got a lot of goodwill with a lot of people. They're one of the corporations that don't have as much, especially in the gaming industry, don't have as much backlash. That would be that first step of doing something corporate. Hey, you gotta know regular Steam's not enough. You need our Steam machine. So I would suggest them not do that. But at $1,100, they got to get that price down for me to. I'm not gonna buy it. Period. Because I already got a PC. I do need to upgrade, and I do need to upgrade with a lot of stuff, including my storage situation. Get a what's it called, NAS. But as far as like a hard drive, but that would be a ballsy move, because now, again, you're forcing people to buy your Steam machine. And then, like you said, Half-Life, for a certain generation of gamer that's like, oh man. But for somebody in their 20s or younger, they're like, so like, Half-Life 1K added 3050 when the other one died. Yeah, I mean, $1,100. I think that's about what I paid for this one altogether. Exactly. That was in 2022. The price of stuff half went up. But, I'm also in the city with fucking Micro Center. I've never been. I do want to go. So for me, it just doesn't make sense. For the public, at that price, I don't think it makes sense either. But I guess the price isn't announced. They gotta see. I don't know if consoles can survive, right? Historically, a company made money off the games. Pay $3K for your PC, okay. My brother put some money behind his too. Historically, the money wasn't made off the console. Sometimes the consoles were a loss, but you made money off the games, not the console. So the whole concept of consoles are kind of based on a whole different era of thinking and a whole different era of what we was doing. And computer gaming and console gaming was such a different. They were so different in the 80s and 90s, even the early 2000s. But the 10s on, they haven't been so different. And I don't know, man. It's going to be a niche thing, yeah. Like I said, a lot of consoles will either break even or take a small loss because you'll make the money off on the software. I don't know if they're in position to do that, especially when there's less, They also had, at that time, a lot of exclusive software. There was so many different studios, and they bought them all up and consolidated them. But everybody was able to have, 20, 30 different studios who only made shit for their hardware. As far as Nintendo, Xbox, if you go in like the Prime era, the 360 into the PS4 era, that's basically what it was. Each company, plus, Nintendo had their own, obviously, their own stuff. But each company had multiple sub-studios that could do work for them. And they were golden. But now everything's been consolidated. There's only a few studios, really, that even exist that aren't indie studios. So it's just not going to happen. So I just don't see it. For Batman Arkham World
Get ready for
can
the
be
next
exclusive
battle.
to it. Still wouldn't buy it. Exclusives, like, that's the thing. That's what used to run the gaming industry, was exclusive. But that was based on an industry that had a bunch more studios than we have now. And it's weird because it's not like game development is. The game development has been standardized in a lot of ways. I mean, most companies use either Unreal or maybe they come up with a custom engine, but you know what I'm saying? The fact is, a lot of this is a game named Unreal Engine. So, sheesh. And there's a lot of other gaming studios use the same engine. You would think we would have more games than now, which I guess we do if you count indies, but you think we would have more AAA games. We just running through motherfuckers.
Round 3. Fight.
VR chat was a mistake. It was inevitable, but the outcome's always the same. Man. Got him. That's just yeah. Most indie games are a copy of other games. And then I think indie games, you know, they're also hard to fund. Hard to fund, I should say. The Vigilante Avengers game will save in gaming. I do want to do a game next year. Just and a Vigilante Williamson game. But it's going to be a copy of another game. This is going to be a Contra style, Contra style 2D side scrolling shooter. That's the idea. And, I mean, wouldn't mind the character. I don't know what the license stuff will have to be. I'm still learning this shit. Got him.
Round 3. Fight.
No. I like this. No. No! Shit. Okay, hold on. Oh, how the fuck? I got you, bitch. Ah! Jesus Christ. Every AAA game is try to stand by. Basically 2 genres: open world skill tree or live service shooter, or a first person adventure. There's not a lot of first person adventures. Like, there was definitely a lot of games. There was an era where they just put everything in first person, no matter what the genre was. When there was some first person shooter, maybe in the 2010s there was a lot of more first person stuff. Godly, this is pretty stressful. But I'm doing pretty good. Let's see if I can. I haven't played this in a while.
Get ready for the next battle.
And yeah, I am. Not this fucker. Jesus, I should have left when I was ahead. Should have left and caught this stream when I was ahead. Is it a different guy playing him?
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, this is gonna suck. What's on? Pause.
Round 2. Fight.
This sucks. I should stop when I was ahead. Christ. Motherfucker does so much damage. Oh my goodness. Lego Vigilante? Yeah. Maybe one day. Oh, I did win. Thank goodness.
Round 4. Fight.
No. Fuck. Vigilante City RPG. I don't want to, but I'll run this back. That was a fucking nightmare.
Round 1. Fight.
Sheesh. You get it. You play the game more than me. Sheesh. Super Vigilante Bros. Legend of Vigilante. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I do plan on it. You know, I got a lot of steps before we get there. You know, it's just going to be in service of just a short, maybe one multi-world or multi-level world and a boss type shit, which is just going to be like mainly to promote a musical project, but it's also to serve like, oh hey, I make games too, like that's the thing. And so then once we can actually get some games worth down to the market, and maybe, you know, if that provides, oh okay, hey, I do this, I do that, and it can provide some help. So it's really a marketing thing more than a real game, but it is going to be a functioning game. Which I need to actually start working on that as well. Vigilante Lions football. Vigilante Bang Bros. Can I get a pause? What the hell? A courtesy pause for the people. That's it. Pause AEW for the Bang Bang Gang. Yeah, that's an extra AEO. Extra AEO. Stand by.
Get ready for the
Maybe
next
next victory we call this stream. AEW is still there. I actually, you know, even though I'm not watching, I think they're starting to stabilize / improve. Now I don't know their financials or the ratings or anything like that. And of course they're associated with Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers is going through a fucking nightmare situation of trying to resell or sell, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, they do exist. Technically. So next victory, I'm gonna get out of here. If I get one. I've been doing pretty good, but all that means they're going to start putting me against better opponents. Is that like a Nightwing-esque cosplay? I don't understand these tourist DC movie fans. They do it well. They wouldn't be for sale. Well, I don't know. Everybody's a financial expert, but no one's a financial expert. I don't know. And to be honest, somebody needs to tell the Snyder Bros this too. If they were doing so well, they wouldn't have sold in the first. They would have never. If Warner Brothers Discovery would have never been a thing. The Snyder movies were so great, but it is what it is. Lurk mode. All right. Cotton, appreciate you being here. Though I will say that the games probably didn't help things. So it ain't all the movies, but Suicide Squad and the game and Gotham Knights, as I beat up this bootleg Nightwing, those were supposed to be bigger properties. Those were absolutely supposed to make a lot more money. And you know what? If they would have done them properly, especially Gotham Knights, that's just wasted money. Timu Nightwing, I don't know what's going on here. And now y'all got me talk. I'll talk for a little bit, but I'm done playing Tekken. That went straight. I remember when I first started playing with Jack, I was getting whooped on. That went straight. I'll talk for a little bit, so this will turn to a casual since we got me going. But yeah, like DC hasn't been doing well in a while. They got a shit ton of debt. They also keep finding owners and companies that take out more debt and do these leveraged buyouts where you just take out debt, and they keep doing it, but like then they sell the company. It's just DC's been getting hoed. WB's been getting hoed. They've been used like hoes. Live service games don't make money, yet yeah, they didn't understand. Because the thing is, Warner Brothers as a company, his entire life, even when they accidentally set trends, they never understand it. They always follow trends. They're always late to the party. Gotham Knight never even got an update. Tragedy. Gotham Knights could have been something excellent. It could have been something that made them money for a long time. But like you said, live service. And the whole game industry had to find out that live service shit was not going to work. You have Fortnite. That's it. I mean, I guess, is what's called still popular? Overwatch? Or is that floundered? There's never going to be another Fortnite. You're not going to. Everybody wants to make their own Fortnite. There's not going to be one. There's not going to be one. And everybody had to learn the hard way. I guess, Marvel Rivals was a kind of a rival, but even that's faltered. It's just, you're not going to get that lightning in the bottle. Still play EverQuest. Fair enough. But part of Fortnite, they were able to make all these deals with all these properties since 2001. Wow. OG stuff. Never got into that personally, but shout out to it. There's never going to be another Fortnite. And only God knows how long that lasts. I mean, it's people still play it, so I'm not trying to knock it. But the whole industry wanted to go all in on live service games. I wonder how much that's impacting the game industry. Where all these games had all these companies geared up to be live service companies, and all of them failed. And what they shifted everything towards something for it not to be. And shout out to the Twitch and Kick bots. Appreciate you guys. WB Games and Tiburon did the first Lord of the Rings online. Then they sold it to someone else, I see. DC Online is somehow still alive. Ooh. Must have been 15 years of that. The most loyal motherfuckers on earth play DC Online, bro. They be playing that shit till, after the nuclear holocaust, there'll be a few things that exist. Twinkies, Roaches, TNA Wrestling, and DC Online. Daybreak Games is doing DC Online and Lord of the Rings. Arcane Studios was destroyed because of live service BS. A lot of studios got destroyed. And EverQuest, I see. A lot of studios got destroyed, unfortunately. There's never going to be another Fortnite, unfortunately. And I'm not big into Fortnite. But live service became a thing. Oh man, if we can just have this live service, we'll get paid every month, and we'll make even more money. And like, or you'll fail, or you'll all falter and fail, and make no money, and go out of business. WB can make games. It did fine with Lord of the Rings Online. Kept to and added some non-problem content from the books. I'm not too big on Lord of the Rings Online. I know they were, they had a successful game with that. Sorry, I'm getting kind of tired, so we will be wrapping up pretty soon. But they had a successful one with that Hogwarts Harry Potter game a few years ago. That was a big deal. Wasn't enough to save them from all the other mistakes, but I'm sure at least helped keep the lights on. But they were supposed to have 4 or 5 games like that all at once, and they didn't. They only had the one. So that's what they account for. And then when that doesn't happen and you have all this debt, and then, you know what I mean, you start looking to sell. So, I had said, I'm surprised they haven't tried to do a relaunch for DC Online and clean that up. But going back, does anybody trust the game? Does anybody trust modern games to do anything? I know Richard, when I said that to him, he was like, does anybody even trust these modern studios to make anything consistent? And does anybody even play a game consistently that was made before, or that was made after, I should say, 2015? I mean, yeah, I guess you just see me playing Tekken, and sometimes I play Final Fantasy. But those technically, both of those franchises are much older. They have to start making they have to start making non-live service games, because they got to start. I am so shocked how few games we have from major studios. I mean, I guess I'm starting to get less shocked as it goes on, but it's like, wow. I mean, we should be having, we got indie games, and I want to know more about indie games, but as even Richard said, a lot of indie games are just clones of other games and remakes of other games that were big in the 90s and big in the 2000s, right? Or, maybe even 80s if it emulate a Metroid or the OG Metroid, OG Mario, whatever. And listen, it's still fun to be had. Shout out to Hollow Knight, even though Hollow Knight is just too much. It is expensive to pay for servers. That's one of the reasons that even streaming video still hasn't become profitable, because of the expense with servers. Believe it or not, all the money laundered through this bullshit. Says Mafia 4 ? Is that through Rockstar? Because if it's through Rockstar, you ain't getting it. That's through Take-Two, and that's through Death. So I know you like Mafia. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't too in it. Daybreak runs 9 games. Wow! Shout out to Daybreak, putting in work, putting in a lot of work. That's what makes Stop Guild. Yeah, there has to be some sort of what you call it. I do think, because that whole thing started with that I can't remember, it was a driving game and they shut the servers down and people were pissed. I do think part of that problem, though, is you offered a game that needed servers. You charged for a game that would need servers, and that meant you knew this game would eventually go unsupported at some point, but you still charged $60. So you could not do that, or make sure there's a way that once you can't support the game anymore, that fans can support it and fans could keep servers open. The crew, yeah, you're right. It was the crew. If you design your games in such a way that in order to play them, we're going to need server. But like, it also depends because people get used to Madden servers and 2K servers going down for old games all the time. That like they're used to that. Now, granted, I got my shit to say about modern sports games, but people are used to that. That's not as big of a deal, and you don't hear the same thing, right? Granted, I'm sure fan support could also get those servers up or get fan servers up, but still, I think with something like the Crew, the only way to make Stop Killing Games work is open their games so someone can pay for it. So exactly, they can open that and allow fans to pay for it. Hey, this is what the server runs. Allow fans to come, because fans have come up with servers. Something like Fightcade was based off fan servers, so it's not like it's totally impossible. What's wrong with Daybreak? Halfling get violated by a dragon, but I think they could do that. I don't think there's some opening it up. So okay, here's a way of letting fans support. If you guys want to pay the cost for a server and pay the cost for servers and maintain them, that's your business. Now then, there's other stuff. I know licenses sometimes expire, so licenses certain cars and certain things may expire, so that makes that a little bit difficult. But there is something to be said about you charging for a game. Or they don't do shit with DC Online. Fair enough. I haven't played it in a while. I'm not loyal to DC Online, even though all those motherfuckers who started playing it back in the day still play it. But I get both sides of it. I get the idea of like, hey, we are a company, we are for profit. We cannot just keep this server open just to not make money just because you're fans. And then I also understand, hey, we pay for a product that you may link to a server. At least give us some solution to keep the game going. And I think that's the thing. If they create a fan-oriented solution, that would be fine. And that's something to think about. And hopefully we get over this live service nightmare anyway and just get back to making good games that people like. Good games. Some will have single player experiences. Some will have multiplayer experiences. Some, you may be able to find some DLC money out of. But give value for that DLC. EverQuest gets expansion every year. I see. So it depends. I'm not familiar with Daybreak and how they're getting down with those games. I didn't even know of them as the people who hold all these different licenses and run all these different games till now. So, but yeah, I don't know. You might see me if I can find an indie game or 2 or 3 that's worth it down. I've been wanting to just try to play some, because you do come up with some weird, cool indie games. How come nobody calculates the failures when making a game? I don't know the answer to that question. I couldn't even begin to answer that question. Maybe because no one thinks themselves are going to fail. They should with DC Online's top earner, the most loyal fans of anything, DC Online fans. I think if a lot of times if companies can get something funded, a lot of times the higher ups don't even give a shit about anything else. They care more about the company even being funded than the product coming out and being good. Because a lot of times they'll take their money off of just, hey, we're being funded by such and such. And so it doesn't even matter if the product's good. It doesn't even matter if the product sells. Those individuals will make money off of just having funding. They end up taking a piece for themselves, and it didn't succeed. We lost all this money, but you didn't. You know what I'm saying? What's this we shit? What about the couple million you took from the funding that never went towards anything else but you're fucking, you bought a Bugatti out of it. You bought a Bugatti because we got funded, and then when everything failed, we're still fucked. So a lot of times, like I said, they don't even care about succeeding. They care about tricking enough rich assholes, and they can get their money for their company. That's a lot of, unfortunately, big economics anyway. Stock markets, like, they don't really care about making a successful product. Think about again, all these streaming services. They're still haven't profited, but still make money on the stock market, just because the potential people see. So it's not all. Sometimes it's just about appearing like you know what you're doing more than actually getting something done, unfortunately. But on that bombshell, I think it's time to end. It's been fun to stream. I'm trying to get stuff back. I got to get more promotion of this EP. So I don't know if I'm running ads. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. And I got to do a music video. So that's that. So eventually, we're going to have more content, music-related content. But other stuff, I'm not just going to wait on music stuff. At least if you care more about sports ball, I may do a few more football videos before the season's over. But I released a video the other day. That did okay. Always happy when I can get over 100. So that's cool. So if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share, subscribe. And even though even if you've done none of this, it's been fun. It's been real fun. Gotta say that too. Even if you've done none of this though, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night. God bless. I'll talk to all you guys later. Peace.